What's happening, guys? VenomousFatman here. Got a brand new OTGT for you. This time I'm talking about this racing game right here, Forza 3 for the Xbox 360. So you guys can see that. Check out the back. It's Forza, people. They got cars. So, what do I think about Forza 3? Forza 3, just for anybody who hasn't played Forza before is unable to, Forza 3 is a driving simulator. Very similar to Gran Turismo, but the thing is that it just feels like it's got a different type of I don't want to say physics or whatnot, but the driving feels a little bit much more different than something out of Gran Turismo, even though they're both driving simulators, and ideally one would think it'd be like the same thing, but the two games just feel completely different. With Forza, I know how, you have to pretty much know, you have to have known a little bit about the basics of driving as far as, it's not like the same as any of the arcade driving games out there, like Burnout, Split Second, or Flat Out, Need for Speed, and stuff like that, where every car has, ridiculously good handling and stuff like that. This is a game where you pretty much, each and every different car you have to drive differently depending on what track and stuff that you're on and things like that. But what's really cool and very similar to things kind of like Need for Speed, even though it's not a driving sim, is the customization of this. There is so many freaking cars in this game, it's ridiculous. And what's also cool is that each one could be tweaked and modified to some extent in order to perform better or for worse, which is pretty cool. I have to say a lot of the cars in this game look real sleek, look real, shiny. That's another thing. It's very similar to Gran Turismo, where Gran Turismo's got a lot of shiny cars and stuff. What I like, though, is some of the concept cars, or some of not concept, but racing / Indy 500 type of cars, because besides them going really fast and they control really great, but they just look cool when they're just, when you see them speeding down and stuff. And you actually have the option of actually able to see your replays of specific races that you're doing or whatnot. And when you actually see yourself driving and stuff, after you go through the race, you could look at the replay and you could see from different angles and stuff of the actual car moving around and things like that. It's cool. It looks like kind of like a commercial. If I had a way to really compare it to like a car commercial, for example, Lexus or something like that, you could play around, mess around with that. You could take pictures of your cars and upload them to Xbox Live, which is really, really cool. You got online racing, which, is straightforward pretty much. Got different types of tracks, different amount of laps and things like that, different car classes. This one has a season mode or a career mode where pretty much you get two different types of things to level up: your driver level and your car level. Your car level is specific to each car or specific to each manufacturer that levels up the more times you use that car. Your driver level goes up every time you win races or place high in different races like that, and you increase in drivers levels. But the point of increasing those things is to be able to get discounts or get gift cars from different manufacturers. So, for example, if you reach driver level 2 and you were using a Lexus, for example, maybe Lexus will give you an extra Lexus car, or another car company or car manufacturer will give you one of their cars so you can start driving one of theirs. So it's pretty cool. There's tons of cars to unlock. Even this one, this game, or this version of the game, has 2 discs in it, where one of them is just content just to install onto the hard drive, full of just car stuff, different types of models, the makers, and things like that. There's also DLC available for this game. There's a ridiculous amount of cars in here, including things like Lamborghinis, Corvettes, all different types of racing cars, like Indy 500 stuff. It's really cool. So this is like a driver's paradise. If you're not really into Gran Turismo, or if you've already done the Gran Turismo thing and you want to try something a little bit different but kind of along the same lines and stuff, you should definitely try this game if you're a driver's fanatic. Keep in mind, this is simulation, so if you're a person who likes, arcade style racers like Burnout, like Flat Out, like Mario Kart, even like Split Second, this is really going to be kind of like an uphill battle for you, because this is a very hard game to really kind of go in and actually expect to play without any prior knowledge to a driving simulator. If you've never played something like Cruis'n World, it's an arcade game, but if you never played something like Gran Turismo in the past or anything remotely similar to it, you're going to have a very difficult time, because it's going to take you a good minute to kind of get used to the whole driving thing and realize that not everything's just going to have you pedal to the metal, going straight forward and going on turns and crazy stuff like that. Because another thing that this game kind of rewards and also takes away from you is the way you drive. Meaning, if you smash into other racers like that, or smash into corners and stuff, you're going to get penalized. So the whole point is to actually drive the car right and drive through the course the right way in order to get the best score, place the highest, get the most amount of credits to buy other cars. It's pretty interesting. You know, it looks really, really cool for an Xbox 360 game. I can't wait to see what the next one, Forza 4, is going to look like, because this one already looks amazing as it is. I can't wait to see what Forza 4 is going to look like by the time that game comes out. So anyway, that's just my thoughts in this game. You know, Forza 3, you know, Forza Motorsport 3. If you guys love driving simulators, pick it up. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think. You know, if you guys are up all for pretty much, you know, games like this, or would you rather play arcade drivers? You know, put it on there. Get a good discussion going. And that's all I got for you guys. Forza Motorsport 3 for the hardcore driving fans. I'm VenomousFatman, and that was only the goddamn truth, people. I'll talk to you all later.